Okay. Peace to everybody that's going to come in on the Facebook and the YouTube. I'm tuned into both networks. All right. Blessings and blessings and blessings and blessings and blessings and blessings. Peace to everybody that supports the movement 747 24/7 361 degrees. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me is we. All right. We are operating and we are navigating from the network, what we call the body of the Messiah. Peace to everybody that's coming in the building. I love y'all. Peace to everybody on the Facebook. Peace to everybody on the YouTube. Peace to Sister Denise. Thank you for coming back in. Shout out to Brother Damian Maddox. What's up, King? Check out your rank in the Purple Heart Squad. You actually, congratulations, brother. You have actually up your rank in the movement, brother. You are known as a Neutral Prime Supreme 1016. Okay, so I put that in a Purple Heart Squad. All right, so peace to everybody that supports the movement. All right, so yeah, look at this. If you was here last night, we had a very, very, very good discussion. All right, I broke down melanin, how melanin is not 666. I broke that down. If anybody ever comes to you and say that, look at this. Refer to the video. Melanin is not 666. All right. Peace to everybody. Shout out to Lovely. Peace to everybody putting up the MeWe's. Look, I love y'all. 747 24/7 361 degrees. We tuned into both networks. Okay, we tuned into both networks right now. All right, so before I begin, look at this. I'm going to have another discussion about 666. And I'm going to give y'all clarity on 666 and what 666 means. If you do not know what it means, look, listen. We're going to have a breakdown and a discussion of what 666 means. Yeah, 1016, Neutral Prime Supreme. That's you, bro. 1016, Neutral Prime Supreme. You the 161 I've been calling out. I've been calling you out, brother Damian Maddox. The 161. Why you think your name is Damien? That sound like some old whatever. People be like, oh man, I'm scared of that name. It sound like the devil, Damien. Yeah, because that's a 161. That's the ones that fight the devil. So shout out to you, brother. You a Neutral Prime Supreme. Neutral Prime Supremes, they kill Neutral Primes. First of all, Neutral Primes protect everything. Most Neutral Primes, they connected with guns or some sort of violent sort of life, whatever. They connected with it, but they gotta bring that violence. They gotta bring it to naught. You know what I'm saying? Because everything comes through your situation, the good and the bad, and you gotta know how to balance it as a Neutral Prime Supreme. All right? So shout out to you, brother Damian Maddox. Live out your code. Live out your code. And if you in here, live your code, whatever that may be. So peace to everybody that's supporting the movement, that's in the Facebook. Peace to everybody that's supporting the movement in the YouTube. All right? We're going to make this a family situation from now on. All right? Please support the movement and get the books. You need to have these books right here. If you don't have a book, please let one of the sisters know. Inbox me, email me on a YouTube. Put a comment and say, I do not have the book. Say, I don't have that book that you wrote, Brother Lamel. I need that book. Can you please give it to me? All right? Now, please send a donation. You can send it anything from your heart. We'll accept that. All right? We'll accept the donation. Okay? So, peace to everybody that supports the movement. I love y'all. So what I want to do right now, before I begin to talk about 666, because I'm going to end all the rhetoric. I'm going to end all the rhetoric. I'm going to slaughter it right now. All right? And end all the rhetoric. And for everybody on the Facebook, if you want to check out the YouTube, I'll give you the YouTube channel right there so y'all have it. All right. So the people in the Facebook, I have the YouTube. You said I don't have a book, bro. Inbox one of the sisters, you in the Purple Heart Squad, you in the Tuwalu Nation. You should have a book. All right. Tell him he should have a book. He should have a book. And if you don't got a book, link up. Link up. Let me put this in the comment section to YouTube. Somebody put it in there. All right. I'll put it. Bow. All right. Boom. YouTube, it's the Messiah Code. Y'all can check it out. Y'all find it. I really don't even have to put the link. Just look up the Messiah Code and you'll find it. All right. Hey, hello, watching from the Philippines. We got the Philippines watching. Peace to you, sister. It's a blessing to have you in here. You know, this is a worldwide movement. We got people from all over the world that support this. All right. This is the Codex. All right. What we call the Messiah Code. All right. And I'm going to bust some stuff down. When I say bust it down, that's just it's just a style of how I talk. You know, just saying that I will explain some things. All right. So, yeah, before I begin, I want to chant real quick. And I want to invoke the turtle. And I want to invoke the owl. I want to invoke the turtle and I want to invoke the owl. All right? The great owl and the great turtle. I want to invoke these things. All right? Before I begin. All right? Because the turtle is our sacred totem. Okay? And the owl is our sacred totem. That's just a way how we anchor what you consider to be the master. All right? It's our sacred totem. All right? So now I will explain what these things mean. The owl and the turtle, I will explain what they mean. And everybody should be connected in some sort of way to the owl and the turtle. All right? So, yeah. Hold on 1 second. So if you want to begin, you want to chant with me, this is how we bring in good forces. For anybody that wants a reading in the Facebook or in the YouTube, because I'm going to do readings for both. For now on, I'm just going to share with everybody. I'm going to share with everybody. It doesn't matter if you tuned into Facebook or YouTube, I'm going to share with you. All right? We broadcasting from 2 networks. Okay? So, yeah, before we begin, you know, I want you to clear your mind. I want you to focus on the situation. I want you to think about the walls of Jericho. All right? I want you to imagine the walls of Jericho being gravity, more or less that defies your character. That defines your character or defies your character in some sort of way. More or less because we're going to focus on levity here. All right? We're going to focus on levity. And like I said, the wall of Jericho in this case would be a wall, but no, it would be a law because the law would be gravity. All right? So we're going to focus on levity. We're going to focus on that law. All right? Now, everything is a universal law, which is all law or Allah. Everything is a universal law. So I want y'all to be in tune with that, and that's love, which is the common denominator of all things. It's love. All right? So, yeah. So now I'm going to chant. I'm going to say something, and only thing you have to say is Kum. Kum means come home. K-H-U-M. Shout out to Ka Nafir. Nafir, peace to everybody in the movement. Peace to Ashel. Peace to Sister Jessica Nichelle, she who embodies the nativity of Shell. All right. And Sister Rochelle. All right. The soul of Shell. All right. And peace to Sister Shamel, she who embodies the spirit of melanin. All right. Everybody that supports the movement. I love y'all. All right. So now I'm going to chant real quick. Breathe in your nose. Out your mouth. In your nose. Out your mouth. One more time. In your nose. Out your mouth. Get rid of all the pain. Get rid of all the stress. Because when we come here, we gonna come right. Listen. In your nose. Out your mouth. Let out all that stress. Come on. We gotta get this day cracking. Okay. So when I say the chant, I'ma say Ya Tuwalu. Ya Muki. I'ma catch it. You just say Kum. That's all you gotta say, Kum. Now, this is my first time doing this to this music. So y'all gonna have to we all vibing with the moment. So when I catch it, y'all gonna catch it. Y'all catch me. We move with the heart because the heart is the rhythm of life. Alright? So let's go. Ya Ukib. Ya Tuwalu. Ya Mujib. Ya Tuwalu. Kum. Ya Wasi. Ya Tuwalu. Ya Hakim. Ya Tuwalu. Ya Wadud. Ya Tuwalu. Ya Majid. Ya Tuwalu. Now you might ask me, what does this mean? Well, go to page 54 of the 141, Introduction to Magic and Divination. You'll know what it means. Ya Rukib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Wasi, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Hakim, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Wadud, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Ba'it, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Hashid, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Haq, Ya Tuwalu. Real simple. That's how you feel, man. You just connect with the moment, man. Ya Rukib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Hakum, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Wadud, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujid, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Ba'it, Ya Tuwalu. Yeah. And I just come off from my heart. That's how I feel. Because that's just messing me up. The piano and all that. It's just messing me up. I just want to come from the heart. I want to come from the heart. So y'all can feel it. Everything comes from the heart. That's where the heart is. That's where, like, all your thoughts. You think your thoughts come from your brain. But your thoughts come from your heart. The pulsation of your heart. That's where your thoughts come from. All right? So when you say something like all these words, like when you say ya Rakib, when you say ya Rakib, you saying the watchful one, someone that watches over you. You asking the universe to watch over you in some sort of way. When you say ya Mujib, ya Tuwalu, you saying the responder to prayer. Get that? You say, really? Yeah, Mujib. That's why I said that's important. Yeah, Mujib. That's another that's important. Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu. It has various different meanings to it, but in connection, Mujib means the responder to prayer. All right, so I want y'all to think about all these things in connection to what they mean to life. It's like when you vibrate on these tones, you become a beacon or an antenna for these spiritual messages. All right, so you got to look at it like that. So when I say Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu Kum, Ya Mujib, Ya Tualukum, Ya Mujib, Ya Tualukum, Ya Mujib, Ya Tualukum, Ya Mujib, Ya Tualukum. Yo, what's wrong? Y'all don't like being African again? Y'all don't like being Native, Aboriginal Native Americans again? Y'all don't like being that no more? Okay. Y'all don't like being that. Ya Mujib, Ya Tualu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tualu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tualu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tualu, Ya Mujib. Come on. Ya Tualu Kum, Ya Mujib, Ya Tualu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tualu Kum, Ya Rakib, Ya Tualu Kum, Ya Mujib, Ya Tualu Kum. Say it. Ya Mujib, Ya Tualu Kum, Ya Mujib. Look, listen, I'm gonna stop before I continue with the chant. Look at this. Because when I'm going to come with a build on here, but I want to start all the builds off with chants from now on. I'm going to start it off with chants so we bring in the vibratory frequency of the Thawalu, which is divine manifestation. That's what we want to start bringing in from now on, period. And when you tap, I want you to tap on your heart. I want you to tap on your heart. And you say kum. Kum means come home. That's why you tapping on your heart right now. All right? Because we moving with the rhythm of life. All right. So, and then I'm going to bust some knowledge down. I'm going to explain some knowledge about the Messiah Code and the Codex and what this is all about. But I want you to say real simple, which is the watchful one and the responder of prayer. And the watchful one is Rakib. Rakib. Ya Tuwalu. Rakib. All right. And then I want you to invoke Mujib, which is the responder to prayer. I want you to invoke both of those in your life right now. If you want that in your life, I want you to say, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Mujib, Ya Tuwalu, Ya Rakib, Ya Tuwalu. That's how it's supposed to sound with the sacred breath. Imagine if we was all right here right now doing that. Imagine if we was all right here doing that right now in a sacred circle. What would happen? It would literally go bananas. It would literally go bananas in here. It would literally go bananas. And any wall that you consider that was in your way, it will break down. The barrier will break down. Because we would create an energy that's just crazy. It's like it would literally be a beacon or an antenna for higher messages. I tell people this when they talk about NASA. NASA is up there sending up probes and everything to outer space. They sending out all these probes to outer space and sending out messages to outer space to extraterrestrials and beings that live in the universe, but they don't know. They sending out the wrong message to connect with the beacon. They sending out the wrong message. So the message or how you send out the frequency, or is the frequency is through thought. It's not through any other machine. You become the machine, or we become the machine together. All right. So that's why you chant like that. That's why you chant like that and say them things, and you tap on your heart, because your heart starts to move with the rhythm of what you talking about. All right. So yeah. Now, now, let me bust down 666 and let me explain, this 666 situation. All right. Let me explain it. All right. So if you was here for the bill yesterday, all right, I talked about how carbon, in reference to carbon, is 666. All right, we'll say carbon is 666. It's number 6 on the periodical table. 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. Okay, so then I took y'all to 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 20, which was deep, which was so deep if people was paying attention and taking notes. If people was paying attention and taking notes, when I took y'all to 2 Samuel, because number 2 deals with self in the codex. Please get a book and donate to the movement. Get a book and donate to the movement, yo. Real talk. Support the movement. Please support the movement. Support our holy land. Look at this. Number 2 deals with self. All right? It deals with self. Real simple. All right, so now we going from there. So I went to 2 Samuel. So Samuel is the weapon. Samuel is the wise weapon of God, because Samuel is a part of God's army. All right? So we already there. We got that. We got that right now. So now just going on from the build, we go in 2 Samuel. Now we dealing with what Sam we dealing with. Are we dealing with Sam as in Sami means to hear, or Sama means also Sama means the poison. It can mean the poison, or also Sami means to hear. It can mean various different other things. All right, but Sam, in reference to Sam, is a triad of Sams. It's a triad of Sams, and a triad of Sam is Samson, Samuel, and Samuel, or Samuel. I mean, like not Samuel, but Samuel or Samael, which is the poison dose of El. It's not, which that hears the voice of El. It's not the one that hears the voice of El. It becomes the one that poisons the ones of El. All right, so it's it's 2 different types of Sams in here. So you'll get that, but the one that Sam stands in the middle, the Sam that stands in the middle is the Samson of strength. All right, that's the Samson of strength. All right, that can kill or knock down or eradicate thousands of enemies. All right, so now we there. We kind of here right now. Y'all kind of getting where I'm coming from on this Sam situation. Just breaking that down. Now, you realize I'm coming from 2 Samuel. Now we doing the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics, because number 2 deals with self. All right. Remember, you measure time by the seconds, which is yourself. You're not Zuf. You're not Zuf. You're not Zelf. You're not self. You're not Zelf. Not Zuf. Not Zuf. Or self is an ancient word from Nasuf. All right. Easy. Like Nas, which is one of the chapters of the Quran, which is Surat al-Nas. All right. If I'm not mistaken, it's the 114th chapter of the Quran. All right. So that's deep right there. So now we going there. Now, y'all, we kind of getting figure dealing one another when it comes to this bill. All right. So now, doing the supreme math. Now, I told y'all carbon comes in at number 6 on the periodical table, but it has 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. So therefore, you got what? You got what right there? You got 24 hours or 24 elders. All right, that guard over carbon. That's over carbon, more or less, that protect the world, because what you consider to be the devil is controlling the world. All right. Now this is they say 666 or whatever like that, and 666 is nothing really spooky with it, because I'm going to show you how to convert 666 into a diamond, into something else that has another principle. All right, very easy, because The coal or carbon, what you talk about, converts to a diamond. All right. Bow 666. Yeah, the devil or the devil in you. This is what's being eradicated. This is what's being eradicated. That's why in Revelation chapter 13, verse 18, it says that the number of the beast is the number of humanity. Yeah, because carbon more or less is in us. Carbon is in us, but it's the carbon that we change into a diamond. It's the carbon that we change into a diamond and become greater people through trial and tribulation, through pressure. All right. And I'll explain it furthermore. All right. So yeah, you'll see that like I said, that on the periodical table, far as you know, carbon being number 6, 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, I brought y'all back to Goliath. Goliath. Because Goliath, it explains that in 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 20. Now you say 21. What does 21 has to do with it? Because 21 deals with manhood, El Gawu. Go look that up in the codex. You go have your book. If you got your book, which is the 141 Introduction to Magic and Divination, you'll look up what is Gawu. You'll look up Gawu. All right. And Gawu deals with manhood, womanhood. All right, it's in the 141. You'll look it up. Gawu deals with manhood and womanhood, and then the growth of dealing with manhood and womanhood, and how you deal with manhood and womanhood. So that's 2 Samuel chapter 21. All right, so now we're dealing with manhood and womanhood, the conversion of coal into a diamond, or 666. Or number 18, because number 18 is when you become at the age of majority, or when you become an adult. Right. Or what? 21. That's why 21 in the codex, if you look at the codex, 21, it guards the median cubital vein, the left median cubital vein of the Messiah. All right. It guards the left median cubital vein, which is the which I call the jugular vein. That's the spot that they aim for the plasma to take your golden nectar. All right. But I explain this also in the codex. When you go to the book, please get your book if you don't got a book. And also for the people that's in the Facebook, for the sisters, please tune into the Facebook too, because we got a lot of people in Facebook that needs the link. All right, please link in and link out of the Facebook so people will know how to get these books. You can inbox one of the sisters that's affiliated with the movement, or our administrative directors, Sister Nashel, the nativity of Shell, and Sister Ashel, she who manifests the spirit of Shell. All right. You can get up with them, and they will actually, give you a link for the book. Just donate to the movement. Okay. So yeah. So here it is, Gawu, right here. Gawu would be verse 117 in the 141 Introduction to Magic and Divination. It would be verse 117. All right, so it deals with manhood and womanhood. All right, which is the wild ox. Thank you, the Walu Tribal Confederation, for putting that in, for putting all the link in for the YouTube people. And for all the people on Facebook, please link up. If you don't have a book, please donate to the movement. I am not making no money off none of my books. I donate everything 100% to the movement from now on. Look at this. And yeah, I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks now. All right. And also, look at this. For the people on the YouTube, y'all can donate also for a book. Link up. They got the PayPal. They put it in there for y'all. All right. Link up, and also you can do Google payments too, I think too. But I would prefer you link up with the PayPal that they gave you. All right. They controlling everything. I'm not controlling nothing at all. It's controlled by the Walu Tribal Confederation. That's what all the money is controlled by. All right. It's not controlled by me, myself. I'm not touching none of the money at all. All right. And it's for my work though. It's for my work and our work. Really, because it's like y'all put this stuff upon me to do these things, and it's an impression of life that I put in these books. So I consider me as we. So it's not mine. Me as we. So for now on, I'm going to say not even I'm the author of these books. I'm going to give up the authorship to the Walu Tribal Confederation. I'm no longer the author of these books. After, when I start dropping the new books, I'm no longer the author of the books no more. All right, I'm gonna give it all to the movement, everything, because God said give 100%. So if I'm going to do something with a talent that God blessed me with, look, I work every day, I grind every day, and I will hustle and bustle and get it how I live. Period. You know what I'm saying? But for what I feel as though I need to give to people, and what y'all share and donate to, look at this. I'm going to give it to y'all. I'm going to give it back to y'all. It's going to be a time where like, everybody here I can invite to the land. And I can say, yo, come to the land because y'all paid for it. Y'all paid for it by supporting these books and by supporting the movement. All right? I'm going to say y'all paid for it. Y'all pay for it, and I'm going to say come to the land. Because guess what? I'm saving every dime, honey. Every freaking dime somebody give to that pot. It's going to you. It's going to you. That's my word to the Most High God. That's my word to the Most High God. All right? And it's from my books. And it's like that. That's real talk. But me is we. Focus on manhood and womanhood. Now we're gonna go back to 2 Samuel chapter 21, verse 20. And then it's gonna kill you. Like the bomb, it's gonna be a killer. Watch this. The bomb from all of this, the bomb. So yeah, if you think about it, hold up, I'm gonna bring back this because I'm feeling this. Now I'm gonna bring this back. Now that I stop chanting, I'm gonna bring this back so I can feel good in a moment. All right, look. So I want you to look at Gawu as strength. It's verse 117 in the 141 Introduction to Magic and Divination. It's verse 117. All right. So it says this. This is a symbol of termination. All right. And new beginnings. It indicates that the life you have been living has outgrown its form. It must die so that life energy can be released in a new birth, new form. This is the symbol of passage, and as such, part of the cycle of self-transformation. Positive growth and change may involve passage into darkness as part of the cycle of perpetual renewal. All right? As in the nature of magic, it consists of 5 parts: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. Events occurring may well prompt you to undergo a death within yourself. Since self-change is never restrained by force, we are always free to resist. Be mindful, however, that the new form, the new life, is always greater than the old. Prepare for the opportunity disguised as loss. It could involve the loss of someone or something to which you have an intense emotional bond with, and through which you are living part of your life, a part that you must be retrieved, a part that must be retrieved so that you can live it. Now, in some way, that bond is being severed. A relationship radically changed, a death experience. No, out of the ashes comes a new perspective and a new birth. The original symbol of Gawu was a wild ox. When the wild ox was domesticated, a nearly impossible task, it could transport heavy loads. Learn to adapt yourself to the demands of such a creative time. The principle attached to this symbol at this time is humility. Know this: in order to rule, you must learn how to serve. This symbol advises you that your soul and the cosmos support your new growth. So, just breaking this symbol down: death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. All right. So death is like I said, just going to self. This is what we coming from. We coming from 2 Samuel chapter 21. Now I broke down from number 2 being self, Samuel being the three versions of Sam, and then I'm breaking it down to number 21, which represents your manhood or womanhood, which is Gawu. So now I'm reading to you in verse number 117 of the 141, and then verse 17 deals with the analytical thinker, because 17 is El Yaqub, which deals with ascension. Like, come on, come on, come on. It's all there. It's all there. It's all there. It's all there. It's no other way I can explain it. It's all there in the codex. You thinking about it. Because Yaqub represents 117. Remember, 117 in this verse represents the analytical thinker that use both hemispheres of your brain. That's why you ascend and become Israel. Israel. Because Yaqub or Jacob is Israel. All right? But this deals with manhood and womanhood. This is the wrestle with the wild ox that's in you. That's Jacob wrestling until he got an injury. You know why he got an injury? His hip was dislocated, and it had to be relocated, because when his hip got relocated, he became the center of a situation. The hip, because it's actually a dot on the hip of the Messiah also. It's a dot right there. Even though you don't see it, but you see it. It's on the torso. It's a dot on the hip of the Messiah. And you might say, well, why is it a dot on the hip of the Messiah? Because it's the same thing, where the dot, all the dots represent something. The dot represents the center, the hip, the hippopotamus. The hippopotamus, the hip bone, that gives birth to the hips. But the Messiah also has the dot on the hip also. All right? As well as the throat and the right shoulder. I mean, the left shoulder. The right or the left shoulder, because either or. Because the right shoulder or the right collarbone would be, it's really the collarbone more essentially, but the right collarbone would be actually 13 and 14. I mean, not 12 and 13. That's the right collarbone. Your left collarbone so happens to be 16 and 17, which is the white collarbone. That's the white collarbone, which is 16 and 17, and then 12 and 13, which is dang man, is it 12 and 13? That's, you look at it right here. So it's the right collarbone. The right collarbone is actually the 12 and 13, which is the blue collarbone. All right, that's where the dots are also. And then you got the left collarbone, which so happens to be 16 and 17. All right, which represents thought. All right, and this, your collar represents your work ethic. Your collar represents your work ethic. All right, that's what it's connected with, your work ethic. Okay, so yeah, that's deep. Let me bust this down and explain this. It says, so now we talking about 2 Samuel, right? And this is deep. So now you went to 21. Now we go into number 20. So number 20 represents Muminun. Y'all know that in the Codex. It represents Muminun, or the one of faith. The one who has faith. All right. So you know what's so hot about the 141? I'm going to explain it like this. The 141 is in order, but it's out of order. It's like because that's how things happen. If you go into page, I explain this in page how you got to look at reality more or less like this. And that's how it's scrambled. It's scrambled like that. It's scrambled because people be expecting, after after the 31, you got 141. But in the far as dealing with the body of the Messiah, 14 images are ancient. After 14 images, those images are from the future. All right? Those images come from the future. They no longer come from an ancient place. They come from the future. All right? But in page 48 of the 141 Introduction to Magic and Divination, on page 48, I explain how if you look at the magic square of the sun, which is a master number, 111, which is 131, all three ones are one. All right, but it can graph to other things. It's like it can graph to 666. It can graph to 777, 888, 999, 333. That's what this magic square of the sun does. The magic square of the sun, that's what it does. All right, so that's how more or less time is converted into what we consider to be reality. All right, it's scrambled like this. It's scrambled like this. And this represents what we consider to be vertices, vertexes and lines. All right, and this is how your reality is created. This is how your reality is created. All right, so now we go into number 20. Number 20 represents Muminun or El Amun. All right, so number 20 in the Messiah, it guards the biceps. Now, I explained that one. Because when David was fighting against Goliath, and this is explaining Goliath, right? This is explaining Goliath and the what Goliath is composed of. All right, and what David had to face. All right, and David means beloved because David is just another title for Messiah. That's all David is. It's just another title for Messiah. Just like Yeshua, which is Savior, is just another title for Messiah. All right, so yeah, so he had to face this opposition, but the opposition was in himself. It was truly in himself, because the number 20, look at this. The number 20 deals with the eyes. It deals with the eyes, but it deals with the closed eye, because it deals with you seeing with 120, because God only gave you 120. So yeah, all right, it has something that's related to it, which is the Cyclops, which is the 23. The 23 relates to the number 20. That's its twin, the number 23. All right, so I'll explain that later. All right, the number 20. So the number 20 represents 120, how you was given 120, meaning that you was given 120, and we was all given 120. All right, 20/20 vision. You say, really? Yeah, 120. We was all given that 120. But that was 10 fingers and 10 toes. That was really the 120 that you was given. That was really the 120 that you was given. People didn't get that part when the masters gave it to y'all. They said, man, really? Yeah, the masters always taught y'all like Mr. Miyagi. I want to explain this. For all the people that hate on the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, they hate on the Clarence 37X, they hate on Martin Luther King, they hate on Malcolm X, they hate on various different people, Dr. York, they hate on just various different people. I can say the list goes on. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Clark, Dr. Ben, they hate on these people. They hate on these people for various different reasons, but these are the masters. They have always been the masters. You know what I'm saying? Here manifested. It has always been some form of master that has manifested here on this planet. But when they explain it to you, they explain it from their day and time that they living in. And only thing you can do is upgrade it or upgrade it or update the lessons. So yeah, that's what it's truly all about. So as a master student, that's what makes you become a master. All right, which is the letter M, and I explain what the letter M has to do with all of this too. So yeah, so the masters always taught y'all like Mr. Miyagi. Man, go watch Karate Kid once again. Y'all slipping. Y'all slipping. I'm going to take y'all back to the 80s, and I'm going to tell y'all go watch The Karate Kid. And y'all going to say, man, I don't really mess with movies, Lamel. Whatever. We always taught like this anyway. We had plays back in the day. You don't think we had plays back in the day where it was like a movie where everybody would go to the play and it's like, you know, different people that was a part of our family, we dress up and act like our relatives. Like, y'all don't get it, man. Y'all don't really get this ancient stuff, man. Y'all really don't get it, and we have to get back to that. Like, that's why I'm glad that I work for a theater, more or less, because I get to see the essence of what this is about. I work for a theater on Broadway where they do plays. Listen, real talk, at Studio 54. So here in New York City. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy because I see what we used to do. I said, man, we used to do this back in the day where we used to have plays and we used to reanimate, the ancestors. That's why I'm putting out the Scroll of Halloween. And when I put out the Scroll of Halloween, it's going to be so deep. You know what I'm saying? I might even put a stage play in the Scroll of Halloween because Halloween is really Angel and Prophets Day. If you want to be real about it, Halloween is really Angel and Prophets Day. You say, real talk, where we dress up as angel and prophets. Why you think January 31st, which represents 131, because it's the first month and the last day of the month. It's the first month, but it's the last day of that month. January 31st represents the Alpha and Omega here on the planet. And then you got October 31st, which is a 131, and they fall on the same day, on a Thursday, which is our holy day. Purple. We bleed purple here. I'm telling you, they know these things because everything flows between the 1 and 31. This is all sacred. This is really more sacred than what you can imagine. And if you don't do the math, you just come in religious, you're not going to get it. You're just not. You're not. I'm sorry. It's all math. This is all mat. The mat that you stand on. The magic carpet. Holy ground. Take your shoes off. All right? That's what this is. It's real true math. For real, man. But yeah, Thursday is our holy day. Everybody should wear some form of purple today. You should have some form of purple on today. All right, to signify that you have a royal house, that you have a royal class, period. Everybody needs some purple on today. All right, some form of purple. And you know what? I'm going to print up some more Purple Heart shirts, or I'm going to get one of the sisters to print up some Purple Heart shirts. All right, and we gotta get it in. Everybody needs a Purple Heart shirt. Everybody needs a 131 Kodak shirt also. Everybody needs different things, or you make your own thing that's connected with the movement. I don't care, mark on a t-shirt. Show that that's what you part of, man. In essence, because the elders will come to you. The elders will come to you. And also time remnants will come to you too. You know what I'm saying? And I explain what time remnants are in Shadow Demons and how you fight against time remnants. All right? But yeah, it goes real deep in here. And I need everybody to grow with the situation for what it's worth. I need everybody to grow with me and grow with what we're doing. This is the body of the Messiah. All right? So January 31st, which is a Thursday, it falls on a Thursday this year. Yeah, 2019. The one Muminun, the one who's able to, the one who is of faith, who's able to see between the 1 and the 9. So January 31st fell on a Thursday. And just like October 31st is going to fall on Thursday too. All right, 131. Real simple. Real simple. The Alpha and Omega, which is the hero, Horus rising. You think about this in a sense of how you Horus rising. Like you have to be the hero of your situation, because hero comes from Horus, which is one who wore the mask of God. But we don't just wear the mask of God, because the mask represents Humility. Remember, I broke that down with Gawu being 21. That's when you graduate, more or less. That's when you become at the age of majority. But you wear the mask of God in a sense because you give it all to God. You give all glory to the universe and how the ancestors bestowed this upon you. That's it. No glory becomes to yourself. People got to start to learn to live like that. We've been living in in a republic type of situation or democratic situation and not understanding tribalism. What is it? What tribalism is all about? Now, I might have to reevaluate that word if you go look it up and say, man, do y'all agree that this word means this? And we just make a whole nother meaning for it and publicize that and make our yeses be our yeses and our noes be our noes. Period. That's how the Messiah said deal with these things. Yeah, put out an affidavit and a dictionary, in public. That's what we did. As far as with the codex, if you think about it with the codex, right? You'll see this. You'll see this. In reference to the codex, you'll see every letter is literally part of a dictionary. It's part of a dictionary. So if I say MeWe, which is number 14 in the codex, if I say MeWe, and you go to page 133, wow, that's so deep right here. All right, which adds to 7. So you go into page 133, and then you see that you'll see that MeWe adds to 196. And MeWe is a master number, which is 14. It's a master number. Okay, so now think about this. You think about this. It's also nation. The word nation. Nation. Now you say MeWe, me. All right, so it's nation also because it's the 14th designation in the alphabet. All right, so you say man and women. This is what a nation is. Man, women, and children, the foundational construct from which all communities thrive. People coming together with a decree of laws to circumvent how people should conduct themselves. A nation is defined by 7 principles. Oh, it must have its own land. That's what we're doing right now. That's what we're working on. It must have its own people. We're working on that too. It must have its own currency. Yeah, we working on that too. It must have its own military, and we working on that too. It must have its own constitution, and we working on that too. It must have its own flag, and we working on that too. It must have its own language, and we're going to start speaking in our own language. Yeah, it's a process of all these things. I don't think nation building comes with a abrupt situation. It comes with a process. So yeah, I want y'all to think about it like that. Think about it like that. All right. So a nation is man, women, and children. Men, women, and children. All right. The foundational construct from which all communities thrive. People coming together with the decree of laws to circumvent how people should conduct themselves. A nation is defined by 7 principles. It must have its own land, its own people, its own currency, military, constitution, flag, and language. That's 7 principles that deals with a nation. All right. And this is going to be the symbol for nation, y'all. If y'all ever see me throw up this symbol, y'all going to know that this symbol means nation. If y'all ever see me throw up the one finger like that, because I don't count like that. I count like this, as in oneness, as in, two come as a pair. But if you ever see me do this, I'm going to do it like this, because my one ain't their one. They count like that. All right. If I do it like this, it's going to represent nation. It's going to represent the nation. It's going to represent an N or a nation. If I do it like that, it's going to represent an N or nation. That's if I do it like that, it's going to represent an N or nation. I'm not going to do the one like that. All right, but I'm going to be like one nation, like that. Real talk. That's how I'm going to do it from now on. If you ever see me do this, or if y'all ever do this, it means nation. And you might ask me, well, why you say that? More or less, it was revealed to me like this. This was what was revealed to me when I thought about it. in reference to what God gave me, what the universe gave me, because I said, man, they got us counting like this, and we thinking about being single-minded, and we not thinking about being a nation. So, you know, I asked the universe, I said, universe, since we got to count like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Y'all know how to count with the me hand. It's in here. It's in there. But I asked the universe how to define oneness just with one finger. So the universe gave me this and said, this bend your finger like that. And I said, wow, that looks like an N. It looks like an N. And then the universe told me this, said it goes deeper than that. The universe told me to put these two together. I said, man, put two nations together. Yeah. They said put Africa and America together. Put all these nations, put any nations, put two nations together and just build with two nations. I said, really? How am I supposed to do that? What are the nations? And then the nations represented those that were on the left hand, those that were on the right hand. So they told me to bring those nations together. And when I brought those nations together, it created something. It created a house. I don't know. You can just look at it like that. You say, really? Put your thumb right there. Put your thumb underneath your middle finger like that and create an N. Remember, I said that's the N, the 14th designation, because I was thinking about how to count, you know, not like this, but, you know, more or less so I can tell the people if I go like this, number one, I'm thinking about us as a whole. So like I said, the universe told me to just bend my finger. And that's what it came up with an N. An N, the letter N. Which literally the letter N. It came up with the letter N. So that letter N, I just put two nations together, which those which are on the left hand, those which are on the right hand. I put them together and it became a house. A house. And that same thing is the galactical hero, the number 19, in the Messiah Codex. All right? And then if you look at it, it got a pyramid at the bottom of it. It's so deep. It's so deep when you look at it from your perspective. When you look at it from your perspective, it has, you can put your phone down and just look at it and just be like, hold up, man. This is deep, man. This is deep, man. Yeah, because it's all connected with our hands and stuff like that to bring us back. It's all connected. If you didn't have no book, if you didn't have nothing, only thing you had was your fingers and numbers to connect you back to the Most High God. So it's like, yo, like boom. Oh man, this looks like a house. Oh man, this really does look like a house. All right, but that's the number 19 in the Codex. But in essence, you put it over your eyes. That's one thing they told me too. They said put it over your eyes. Now it became home plate. Home plate. You put it over your eyes, in a sense, and it became whereas though you being led by the house, you being led by the nation, you covering your eyes and being led by the nation, and this becomes your third eye. All right, so this is all connected with Mumi Noon. When I was breaking down how Mumi Noon represents faith in 120, because the 120 connects up with your third eye. All right. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So now we was in. This is just breaking down full 666, talking about 2 Samuel chapter 2 Samuel chapter 21 verse 20. I just broke the whole verse down. Why I utilize that verse, and then it explains Goliath having 6 fingers and 6 toes. All right. So that's deep. That's real deep. So this represented coal being converted into a diamond. That's what it really represented. 666, when you think about it in Revelation chapter 13 verse 18, that's why it's in the 13th verse. All right? It's in the 13th verse. Now the eye that's being open, because you think about the 24 they say it's 24 cranial nerves that surround the pineal gland. Yeah, it's the eye being open, because through pressure and through whatever you go through, it creates a diamond, because you got coal and you got these things like carbon inside you. All right. So yeah, you have a form of coal, or that element inside you, carbon. So you literally compress it in your mind and you create a diamond. You create a diamond. Therefore, the crystal city, or what you call the mothership, can land on your mind. And that comes through trial and tribulation. Whatever you go through. That's why I said, man, if you really think this is going to be easy, no, you're going to be tested so many ways. You're going to be tested. And whatever test that you go through converts that 666, which is actually 4 6s, because it's number 6 on the periodical table, but it's 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and electrons. You convert that carbon, you actually convert it into a diamond. You convert it into a diamond. All right? You literally convert it into a diamond, and then it lands upon your mind, the crystal city. Because the crystal city, or what they call the mothership, it has various different jewels. And these jewels are created in your mind. They're really small and microscopic, but they exist right in your mind, right inside here. So that's how you make the connection. That's how you make the connection. You have to really want this so much. You have to really want it with your heart, and your heart will bring it to your mind. Your heart will bring it to your mind, but you will be tested no matter what. You'll be tested through situations, through trial, tribulation, errors. That's why if you read in the codex, and we brought it back, that was verse 117. Verse 117 in the 141 introduction to magic and divination. If you go into verse 117, when it talks about how verse 117, how it talks about death, decay, fertilization, gestation, and rebirth. You know, people don't account gestation. Gestation is like when you think about something, and it takes form. It takes a while for it to form. It just don't poof manifest like that. It takes a gestational period for you to just be like let it flow. It gotta flow. You gotta just relax. Like, let's say you think and pondering on the thought into born. You just gotta do it, think about it, and just let it go, and then focus on something else, one thing at a time. That's the best thing I can tell you. So gestation could work in your favor, but this is all part of God will, and you should be reading this in number 21. It takes the designation of 21, but it's verse number 117 in here. But that's a symbol that just takes the designation of 21, because that's how more or less it came in the codex. It dropped down like that for us to learn it like that. Okay? So we'll learn manhood and womanhood. All right? So yeah. I love y'all, man. I'm going to get off the broadcast. I'm going to come back later, though. I'm going to come back later. I'm going to broadcast from Studio 54. You know, it's so hot. They give me good leeway that I can actually have fun. I'm going to broadcast from there later. And we're going to have a good discussion. You know, I love y'all. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you learned something. Please donate to the movement. Donate to the movement, please. Like, I'll beg y'all on my knees to donate. I'll give you something in return. I'm not even asking y'all for nothing. A handout. I'm giving you one of these books that I've been talking about the whole broadcast. The whole broadcast. You know what I'm saying? It comes to you as a PDF file also. First of all, you'll have to print it out yourself. But it's cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Print it out. And now we're going to have physical copies starting next week. I will have physical copies for everybody. If you want a physical copy of all the books, I will have it. I will have it for you. Now, it's at least going to be $20 and better. I'm telling y'all that right now. Unfortunately. Because we chopping down trees now. Now, if it's a PDF, you can donate anything. And if it's a mail-in situation, you can donate anything because all of it goes to the land. Now, I'm going to say this. As far as the mail-in situation, I will make money off the books. As far as physical books. But as far as the PDFs, I will not make no money off of it. I will not make no money. But physical books, I will make money off of it. So, next week, I will have physical copies of the books. Okay? Just in case you want the books. I will have a physical copy of these books. Alright? For everybody that supports the movement. So yeah. I love y'all, man. 747 24/7 361 degrees. Hopefully y'all learned something in this build. Y'all learned something. Every build, hopefully y'all learned something great. You know, like I said, all of this is the body of the Messiah. This comes from the body of the Messiah. All right? This is a network that flows between 1 and 31. 1 and 31. All right? It's a network that flows in between those. All right? Which is the Alpha and Omega sequence. Okay? So shout out to Lovely. Shout out to the Tuwalu Tribal Confederation. Shout out to Sister Hope. Shout out to Stephen. Shout out to Sister Nichelle. Shout out to Sister Ashel. Shout out to all the people. I love you. Shout out to our president Shamel. Shout out to Rochelle. Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody that supports the movement. You know, 747 24/7 361 degrees. Shout out to my 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me it's we. Shout out to my 141s, my 414s that literally know the 411. All right, shout out to my 151s, my 515s. Everybody is coming back home. That know the real love is true. Love is magic. All right, that's the real magic is love. The 616s that's fighting in the lion's den right now. Fighting in the lion's den. Bow, bow. My 616s. Shout out to you. This was a good build. Shout out to my 717s, my 171s. You know I love y'all too, man. Real talk. Peace to everybody. This was a great build. This was an interesting discussion. Everybody on the Facebook, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. It ain't nothing just to go over there and just check in. Check in. And if I haven't put it in the comment section, I'm pretty sure one of the sisters put it in the comment section. They came in and dropped a link for the YouTube. The YouTube is the Messiah Code. You know, just for everybody that's on Facebook. For everybody on Facebook. All right, we got y'all. Y'all was looking at each other right now. All right, but yeah. You know, check into the Messiah Code, please. We're about to start growing as a family. That's it. That's all I can say. Please get in tune with this reality. We also about to come out with a calendar. We're about to come out with a calendar. Okay? So, yeah. We're about to come out with a calendar where everybody have a calendar. All right? If you work on your own calendar, work on your own calendar. Share it with us. Share it with the people. Share it with everybody. That will get people more enthusiastic into what we're doing. So I would say that too. So yeah. Tune in. So 747 24/7 361 degrees. I love y'all. All right. Coon. Come home. All right. I love y'all. Peace to everybody that supports the movement. Me is we. All right? Me is we. 747 24/7 361 degrees.